world's greatest handshake or world's realest handshake might be in line with like high foot. We'll get there one of these days. But as we're going in, once again, brother, I need to have tension in here. You can't be like noodle armed in here. This ain't helping me through. Now that I'm feeling this twist, the point of this drill is to understand that you need to pull your shoulders through, where all of a sudden, if I throw this kick and I pull Chris, I can tell that I'm not driving my torso in with this motion. I'm gonna talk about the difference between like a half roundhouse versus a full roundhouse when I get to pads, but the shoulder and hip need to be connected. I'm gonna put my shin across Chris's midsection, boom, right? Hip drives through, I'm not behind my knee, I'm in line with my knee, I twist myself back. And then Chris can go, boom, boom. And you don't have to be boring and stay here. We can move around a little bit. It's like we're tied together and we're knife fighting, right? But the same thing, I'm coming to the kick, oh, drive through. Same thing on his end, we're moving, whoop, through. This little step, is what's gonna get my shin on the midline. If I stay in line, I'm gonna crowd myself, or I'm gonna stick my butt out to try to get my shin there. Hip goes on the center, I lift my knee, and I twist on in, and I bring myself back. All right, one leg for the first round, we'll do the other side in a second. Let's go. All right, so from here, watch my foot. As I drive, there should be some extension. I should be leaving this spot. I should be going around the ball of my foot, not my heel. I'll pull myself back in, right? If your partner moves, great. If I feel my leg slide through that slot, also great, but I need to make sure that I am pulling myself back into position. So once again, y'all are looking here, y'all need to look here real quick. All of a sudden, I need to push myself through, staying over my hips, right, as I lose my balance. And I gotta pull myself back with my toes, right? So make sure that we're keeping a good base. If you bend your knee, life gets hard. Keep this knee nice and straight and drive into the floor as you turn. It's a little bit easier to balance, right? So I'm gonna go for a minute, and then all of a sudden Jarrell releases, then he's up. Jarrell goes for the minute, boom, boom. This is a quality over quantity round, right? So just make sure, one, if you have a bad hip, relax your leg. You being tense here ain't gonna help shit, right? Learn your drive from your toes, whoop. Pull yourself back into position. Good. Right, right, left, left. I'll remind you. Let's go right into the mechanics that we're gonna be working this week. Remember, the next 8-week cycle, we're basically trying to punk or pad holder, and that's what we're gonna do today. I'm still gonna fake, I'm still gonna go to the same side, but my goal, right? You all do it when all of a sudden, fakes you out. So what I'm going through, I'm just gonna start with my right leg. I'm gonna throw. I find my distance, right? Now here's the thing, some of you guys do what I call a half roundhouse, where you just move your hips. Problem is, you can get a little bit of movement, but the problem is, if my shoulders are here, things stay in place. I'm looking for a full roundhouse, shoulders and hips turn, full turn on the base foot. And then from here, as I'm working in, as I kick, oh, yep, oh, oi. I want a real response. Right, that's the thing. Don't follow a formula. Don't say, hey, I'm going to do it on the third one. My goal is to just kind of prowl a little bit. Move, kick. Yup. I'm just going to keep on this leg, take my time, fake. And realistically, as I'm looking in, maybe I fake, yup, that. If you can trick your partner into that little hesitation, then you move on to the other leg. Then it goes left. If you're going to shuffle, shuffle. If you're gonna step, step. But then all of a sudden you sell, whoop, and you go through. And then you go right to your right leg. And we go same drill. Don't be formulaic. Read your pad holder today. Good. Let's get it. When it comes to this, I want you to think like a heavy single. Why? I'm gonna be honest, if you want somebody to like respect your fake, you have to hit them with the real thing first. If you don't, all of a sudden, like, okay, maybe this dude has a kick, and maybe if you have 100 fights and you have a reputation, yo, this dude's right leg, watch out for it, that can precede you. But if you're meeting your opponent for the first time and you want to establish, like, nah, dog, I'm the right leg here. Yep. You want to make sure you hit hard. And that's the thing. Your pad holder is trying to whoop, find that rhythm to make sure they don't get pushed over, and that's what I'm trying to do, the anticipation of the kick. Yep. Kick hard. And then as I come in here, how many ways can I fake? I can lift my hip. Whoop. I can even do a small little kick out. Whoop, drop through, right? I can lift, bang, boom. All I'm looking to do is garner a response from my pad holder, right? Even if it's this small, right? So take your time. And as soon as you land that fake, right, you get them good. Whoop, you punk them hard. Boom, you kick, and you switch to your other leg. On the left side, especially because you have the shuffle in play, you can use that to your advantage, right? So as I come in, I establish that my shuffle is strong. I work through, shoulder works with the hip. I want to find the timing. Hip goes back. I lift the leg and I twist. Then from there, I can use the shuffle. Yup. Go. I can use the shuffle in a lift. Yup. Go. All right. I can even maybe shuffle. Whoop. Steps. Move through. But all of a sudden, I need this to be legible. I need my opponent to see it so they anticipate it. So if you're going to use it, but make it consistent so they say, oh, it's coming. Good. Partner's turn. Kicks, right? If we look at a weapon that is used more often than not in Thailand, it is the kick, right? Yes, there are knockouts with punches. The knee is devastating to the rib cage. But the kick, if you don't have a solid kick, realistically, you don't have a really good Muay Thai game plan. Whether it's your right or your left or both legs, I say invest in one and let that one give you insight onto the other one. Because all of a sudden, if you get good with the back leg, now you know that you have to work inside that range. If you get good with the front leg on the shuffle, now you know that you have some extra range on that back leg. So play around with it. And just because we are in kick week doesn't mean that we forget that we can fake our teeps as we move through. So just make sure that as we get through or as we get the opportunity to apply, fake your teep every now and then. Any questions today? Any issues on the kick that anybody had any trouble there as we were going through those drills? Bueller, once again, 10 burpees if you ask me Yes. Yes. Right. Like I will not say just your back leg. So I'm right-handed for some reason. I just ended up being left-footed. That's how it just worked, especially when I played soccer as a kid. So you'll find that you are better with one leg versus the other. Now your goal is eventually even them out and don't give yourself the excuse of, oh, that's just my good leg, because eventually you're going to have your good knee and your bad knee. So just like, let's not start that now. All right. Good work today. We're going to be working fakes into teeps tomorrow, or fake kicks into teeps, fake kicks to punches and low kicks on Wednesday, fake kicks to knees and elbows on Thursday. Hope to see you all there.